Hi everyone, just checking in. We're just about ready to get started. Feel free to say hi if you're watching. Getting back into Palia, I have a lot of quests lined up to share with you, and we're going to get a chance to meet all of the different neighbors and villagers that are just NPCs from Palia. We get just a moment to get everything set up. How's everyone doing today? How's your day? How's your weekend so far? Okay, I guess we should be all set up. Let's just get in there. I did want to share last time we talked about the brand new add-on to my house. I did save up the 10,000 gold, and I was able to purchase and build this addition. So maybe after we get done with our neighbors, we can go ahead and maybe help me set up what we should have this room look like. Most likely, I will just have that to be maybe the kitchen and dining room. I haven't 100% understood or figured it out yet. Okay. Hello. Hi, Juan. How are you? Hi, Dev. Thanks, guys. Okay, so since I had said we were gonna meet the neighbors, let's get out there to the village. I don't have my gamepad plugged in yet, so hopefully let me know if it gets a little bit too shaky for you. So for those of you who weren't here last time, that little area was my own personal little house in the game. And then we'll go into the first zone where we'll see the main village in the town. I really like this game because they put so much thought into each of the NPC villagers. They each have their own little attitude or personality. So we'll get into that. And if you look at the very top of my screen, you'll see all of the little pictures on my compass at the very top. Those are all the quests I saved up to share with you. And this game is supposed to hit the Switch this Christmas, I think. So if you don't have a computer that you're using, you can always check it out whenever that starts. Thanks, Dev. Like I said last time, this is my little happy place. The very first room that we go to is, at least from this direction, is the library. But I just realized it looks like everyone is asleep because it's 1:45 a.m. So I might just be giving a tour through the town until everybody wakes up. I really like just this past week they added a lot of the Halloween themes. So the pumpkins and everything are all new. We'll come back and check out the library in a few minutes. Or each hour in game, each hour in real life is one day in game. So it shouldn't be too long before everyone starts waking up. I love all the different pumpkins and all of the new fall display they have added. I'm coming in from the wrong way. That's the furniture shop, Tish's shop. Here is the little general store. The storekeeper's out, but I'm still able to purchase something. Like I mentioned last time, as long as you purchase one item every real day, you get a little token that you get to put in to that little lucky box I'll show you in a second. And that gives you the chance to earn just random stuff. You can earn things that he sells in the shop, or you can also earn neat things like plushies and different furniture, etc. So I think I should probably get some cotton seeds. So I'm going to purchase that item. And then in a little bit, we'll get a mail saying that I have a new mail in game. If you see anything you want me to stop at, just let me know. We'll have to go into a little bit more detail once everybody wakes up. For now, I'm going to go into the inn because I think it's Ashura should be there. I like the lore because there's one of the guys that works in the kitchen is named Ruth, and you can tell through the storyline, excuse me, that he's into some kind of shady stuff. So he works the days, and Ashura is one of the innkeepers, and he works the nighttime. Ashura is in charge of also your skills for foraging and like wood cutting. So once I increase those different skills, I can come to him and open the store. But for now, I'm just gonna say hello to him by pressing F. He's asking me how's it going, and I lost my mouse. I'm gonna chat with him. It's a special talent. Everyone in this village seems to have a special talent with someone. I think so. It is the multimedia, the MMO, so the multimedia online. It's a mass multiplayer online. So you do see other people walking around, but it just went into open beta in August. So I don't know how many people know about it yet. I mean, and each of the servers I hear can only have 25 people. So you only see a certain number of people each time you play. Yes, I agree. That's why I always tell you it's my little happy place to come into. I'm gonna try to... I don't know what's happening with my game right now. Sorry, guys. I don't know if I lost my mouse or what. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, guys. It looks like my batteries might have died. I don't know what's happening. Sorry about that. Okay, now it's something in the game. Okay. It's something in the game. Thanks, Dev. Because when I go out, I can still see. Let me put this over here. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me do this. I know that it is definitely an open beta, so there is times, and I think I've been hearing lately about okay, hopefully this works. Yeah, it is. I agree, Prince. Yeah, I won't. Thanks for understanding. Okay, this is the startup screen, so. How's everyone's weekend going? Anything fun happening?
How's the day treating you?
Okay, so now we can go back to chatting with Ashura. His knee's feeling a little bit better today. He was able to walk all around Crystal Lake, if you can believe it.
Stay safe, friend.
Sorry, guys. Ooh, that sounds fun, Dev. Is there a certain team that you watch on college football?
Have a moment.
Okay, let's go back to his chat. One of the nice things is that you're able to give gifts. So if I knew what he'd like, I can give him.
Yes. No, over there. Yeah, you need to full drag it to the far corner. There you go.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so one of the things that you can do in the game is you can give them gifts. Oh, that sounds fun. You can give them different gifts so you have to know what they kind of like. Sorry. Okay, hopefully it's better now. You can also ask them.
No, it's not. It's not right.
Better? I'm sorry, please be patient with me.
Okay, click and click off. Don't click your game yet. Just click the OBS window. Okay, now go back to your game. Alright, leave it there. We'll have to fix it later.
Can you guys see the screen okay? I don't know, for some reason it's having lots of issues today.
Maybe go over to your change the resolution in game.
Good to hear, Prince.
Take it easy, friend.
Right there. Change that. Go to your max res in 1920 by 1080. Right there. Apply.
Trying one more thing. Hopefully it helps.
Bingo.
I think we're trying to fix it, so I think hopefully it's back and ready to go. Oh, and it looks like I waited too long. Oh, here he is. Ashura must be getting done with his day. I also like this game because they walk around, so thanks, Dev. They walk around, so they're never in really one place. You kind of get a start of a feel of where they should be. And I wonder if the game's having issues. Oh, he was just going through the door. So you get an idea of where they might be. So like I said, Wrath will probably start coming in soon for his shift at the inn. And Ashura usually goes in fishing for a little bit. So, and the nice thing, you can look at the map and kind of see where they go. So it looks like Wrath is still hanging out here. Ashura is over this way. So we'll keep on going. Still a little early. I still think some of the villagers are still asleep, but we'll go check in and see who's here. And it looks now I got my mail, so yeah, I agree, Dev. It is really like real life. It's not like the NPCs are just in one place. And then they start to have like a little routine, so you know, like if it's a certain time, he'll be over here. If it's a certain time, he might be here. But also the nice thing is that even if they're asleep, you can walk up to their room and still talk to them. So here's just a little place that you can repair all of your tools. I think Sifu usually comes in here, so we'll have to stop back by later. Let's try to see who is up this early. Nope, nobody's there yet. We got started a little bit late. Or a little early, I should say. Looks like Anui is here. So go check in with him. There he is. I like him. He's just a little kid, but he's a bug collector. So in this game you can collect bugs, and he's the one that will help you with that skill. So I'll check in with him.
I just want to go on an adventure.
He looks like he's getting fresh air. You'll hear through the lore or through the stories that I think he has a paper route. So sometimes he's off somewhere else delivering stuff.
Woohoo!
That boy is just a page who thinks he's a knight. Don't count on him if you need someone to fight. Fight for you, babe. I don't know what. I'm the knight who will fight for you, babe. All through the night you can count on me. What if he's singing?
Whoa!
Oh, what's that? He says, what? Was I singing? It's not what it looks like. I don't like Bahari boys. Their songs are just really good at getting stuck in your head, okay?
Promise you'll come back?
He's really good about liking bugs. So today I'll ask him what he wants. He's trying to get a scintillating centipede. I don't think I have one of those, but he usually takes other bugs. Yes, most likely. Deb says you'll be jealous because I knew he was singing to me. The NPC. Silver says you can't hold a candle to his voice. Oh, let me see if he'll take any kind of bug. Oh, he was trying to catch a centipede, but they keep wiggling away. I don't know if I have any other bugs with me right now. Doesn't look like it.
Take me on your next adventure.
The nice thing is you can also open up the panel and the game will keep track of what they like. So you can tell Ani, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Ani, he wants to grow up and do big things. So, and you can tell right here he wants a centipede. So if I end up getting it for him, it'll check it off. I believe I can also only give them gifts one real day. And I think I can only talk to them one game day. If I talk to them more, they'll just kind of dismiss me. You can see, like, for Ani, I have a friendship level 3. That means I've already had a little key to his little tree house. And he's told me all his woes with his parent woes. So, kind of like they rely on you, or they trust you a little bit more as you progress in their friendship. Because he's a kid, I don't think I would be able to romance him, but there are romance options with the adults in the game, but I haven't gotten anywhere close to that with anyone. You can tell my biggest is everyone's 3. The most I've had was a friendship level 3. Like, you can see Eloisa here. And then you can see the bar to see how much left I have to do before I can increase their friendship. And typically every time you increase friendship, they'll give you another little quest. So let's see who else is around. And I just looked in my bag and I have one of those lucky boxes that I told you about earlier. So I'm going to cash it in and see what I get. So I got 1 box. I got a chandelier out of that little box. It's like a gumball machine, kind of. But we can put that back at the house when we get back there. I agree, Prince. So do I. It's also calm and serene and just relaxing. Let's see if the tailor is up. Nope, it doesn't look like he's up yet. Who else can we go talk to? I might go run out and go see all the farm family, because it looks like I have a quest for the farmer guy. And for those of you who were not here last time, there's lots of different skills. You can fish, you can catch bugs, you can chop down trees, gather in nodes, furniture making, cooking, etc. So there's lots of different things that you can do. Oh, and I just almost passed them. So here's a little family out here. Sometimes they do make it to town though. So I'll talk to Badru. I like him because he makes so many corny farming jokes. So let's see what he has to say. And I think I've increased my farming level. That's probably what he's going to talk to me about. Let me open up.
Hey, got time to jam?
My garden has become exquisitive. How's that 50 gold word? It was in the crossword this morning. I've got exquisite new stuff. Also my recipe store. Why don't you check it out? So I can buy some more soil, but I don't have any more money right now. So I want to buy one more little plot of soil before I can really do my 9 plots that I'm trying to work up to. So I can buy a watering can from him. I've already bought the preserves jar. I can show that to you when we get back to the house. Do watering can and also different seeds. I haven't made it level 10 in the gardening store yet. Once I do, I can start earning the medals so that I could buy the more complex stuff. So here's all the different things he has to offer for me. But I don't really have any money, so I'm not going to worry about buying from him. But let's see what else he's up to. If you spend enough time at the inn, you'll no doubt encounter Tarka, the traveling bard. They're pretty popular on these parts, a bit overrated in my opinion. Their songs aren't nearly as funny enough. I've never seen that when I was there.
I always appreciate your visits.
So that is that for him. He does. Here's his wife, Delilah, so we'll go talk to her.
You should know by now you're always welcome here.
She's always very sweet. You know, there was a time I thought Maze and I could actually be friends, but that was until she insulted me, Jam. Then it was war. So just by talking to her, I've gotten a little increase in my friendship
You're
with her.
always so helpful.
Let's see if I can
These days
ask
see
her
you
what
more
she'd
than
like.
you and boys.
She dreams about winning the blue ribbon at the Harvest Festival,
Ooh.
but taking home the prize for the best goldfish. She's looking for a Kinctacris koi.
Annie looks up to you.
I know I
Make
have
sure
some
to
kind
set
of
a good
koi. Let me
example
see what I
now.
have in my bag. I have a calico koi, so it's different. She may still take it because I know she cooks for her family, but I'll try to go and see if I can find the one she wants. And then this is our other son. This is Anu's family that we met with the bug catcher. So this is his older brother.
Man, I'm working up a sweat.
I missed you, Sarah. Things aren't the same here without you. I'd like to get a couple lunges on the way to work. Stable work is upper body, after all.
Can't talk. Gotta work.
Let's see
Great
what
day
he
for
would
a
like.
run.
He'd like to plant a new wheat field, but it seems like the prices keep rising. Guess I'll save up and buy a few
Can't
next
talk.
year.
Gotta work.
So then if we look, I think he'll want wheat seed. I haven't really worked on him too much. He doesn't come into the city very often, or at least I don't see him. So yeah, he's looking for wheat seed. I probably have some of those at home. So I'll make my rounds and then maybe we'll go home and see what we can find for everyone. Let's get back into the city. Hopefully everyone's awake now. Just find it so peaceful and relaxing. It's such a pretty place to be, and they did such a good job with all the landscaping and everything. And one of your kind of towards the beginning quests is to get this flyer or glider. Makes it easy to run around. Get back into town and see who's around now. I'm hoping Reth is here. Let's see if I can find him in his spot. Yep, he's here, and he has a quest, or he needs to talk to me.
Talking to me, I'll give you.
Says, I'm a real pro in the kitchen. I heard you even cleaned your dishes after cooking. Why don't you take a look at this new recipe? It's not soup, but it's tasty.
Huh?
So here's all the things that I can buy from the cooking store. All the items that are grayed out, I've already purchased in the past. But as you can see, I'm really low on money, so I'm gonna have to save up for that. I did start to grow peppers, so I think some of this is with the peppers that I cooked, or I'm sorry, I grew. And just like in the gardening shop, once I reach a certain level of cooking, then there's other things that I can buy with the skills medals. But I think that's one of my lowest, so I still need to work on that a lot. And let's just chat with him since we're here. And for those who weren't here last time, the lore of the story is that Gina, one of the scientists that we'll meet later, was just investigating this area, and all of a sudden I just popped out of nowhere. And they are all of a different race than humans, so I'm a human, and they're all, I think they just are in Palia. So that's why he's saying, I know you technically appeared out of thin air, but I would hope one day you'll remember what human society was like. I'd love to sit down and talk to you about the human food. What did it taste like? What spices did you have? Did you eat soup? I don't think I'll get to tell him, but I should tell him all about the different things that we do eat in real life.
Whoa.
He says he'll make me whatever I want in exchange, and it'll be his treat. You'll notice everyone I talk to has this option to will you be my shep. It's still kind of being worked on in the game, but in Palia, a shep is like an advisor. So once you get to a friendship level of 4, you can choose someone to be your shep, and from what I've seen from the internet, there's a whole little ceremony about it. And then after that, then you can keep progressing with them. But I don't think there's much in the decision of who you pick for your shep yet. But a lot of people I've seen online are just picking the person they like the best. I know some people said Azura, who we met earlier, because he's kind of like the father of the town. Other people have said they picked Gina, who we'll meet later, because she's the scientist that created you. Or found you. So, let's see what Reth would like. Ziki is the shop owner. So, Reth is giving me something that Ziki might like. He might like minnows. And Ziki is a grimalkin.
Need a break from my charming smile?
So that's that. So he didn't tell me what he wanted. He just told me what the other person wanted. I also like the inn because at the end of the day, you'll see people, the NPCs, starting to come to the inn at the end of the day. So about like 3 in the afternoon, the farmer guy will come in. Typically late night, his wife will come in later, probably after the kids go to bed. Sifu and her son Hassan will come in midday as well. So it's kind of like a real little town. There is a little upstairs, that's where Azura's room is. And some of the questing will take you up there to talk to him. So let's keep going around town. Let's see if Ziki's in. Oops, I missed Tish, or I missed somebody. I'll come back to him. Oh, really? Yeah, there's definitely no fighting, but I don't know that I've ever played RuneScape. I think they've compared it, I've heard online them compare it to like Disney Dreamlight Valley and one other game, but I haven't heard RuneScape. That's interesting. I'll have to look that one up. Okay, let me come around back to talk to Zeke. So he's just a little cat-like creature.
Working hard or hardly working?
He is kind of like in the black market, so I should have taken you to see him at night, because there's a whole black market. Let's chat with him. Bahari is the next zone we'll meet, or we'll head there later. So I guess in Bahari, the shop was hopping 24 cycles a day. So I can pick why'd you leave or you got scared out of town. So I'm gonna say why'd you leave? Well, you know, I had things to keep things fair for the other shopkeepers. I was running everybody out of business, and moving was really the only charitable thing to do.
Be seeing ya.
When it gets a little bit later, I'll take you behind his shop so that we can see the black market. let's see if Tish is in. Tish is the furniture builder. Here she is. So if I have increased my furniture making skills, then I would talk to her for more information. But for now, let's just chat with her.
I have a good feeling about today.
She's a little sweetheart as well. Don't you just love the way the wind whistles through the valley? Do you like furniture? I made most of the pieces myself. My family comes a long line of carpenters going all the way back to the time of the first council. And it looks like she would like some sapwood planks. I know I definitely have some of those at home. So she's working on a new rustic furniture set that's required more than me and Reth. Reth is the guy we met in the inn. He's the cook. Reth is her sister. So that more than me and Reth can collect on our own.
Can't wait to chat again.
Looks like they have just plain sapwood, but I don't have the plank, so I'll have to pick that up when I get home. One of the things, if you do ever play this game, if you accidentally press F, I've heard online it will automatically buy it, so there's no question whether or not that's what you really mean. So sometimes, like if you're interacting with her and it happens to get near one of the other furniture, it'll automatically buy it if you have enough gold. So just something to keep in mind. Let's go down the way and visit the tailor. This is Jill.
Oh, yes. Hello there.
An artist's work is never done, but perhaps conversing with you shall give me so much needed inspiration. He's asking if I like his latest collection. It was inspired by the color of autumn leaves. Strange how sometimes death can be just as captivating as life. I don't know for sure, but I've heard rumors he might be a vampire, but I don't know. That's just what people online were talking. I don't know if it's true or not. Let's see what he would like. He wants Tish to get the appreciation she deserves. She has a liking for pearls and other seaside trinkets. So he's asking for something for Tish, who we just met.
Ta-ta.
He has a whole, this is the only thing that you can spend real money in, is the premium store. Just so you can get an idea. They have lots of different outfits that you can purchase. So if you see people in like little ball gowns or like the little fairy outfit, that's something they had to pay real money for. So gives you an idea of the things that you can purchase. And then if you spend anything in the store, you can get one of the little pets you might see running around. So here's some of the things that you can purchase if you play. I have not picked out anything yet. Part of me just doesn't know what I want to pick. Well, there's that. And you can either pay for each individually or in a bundle. Let's go back and go visit somebody else. Well, we've already seen the inn, so we've already met Wrath. So let me keep going. Let's see if Sifu is in with the blacksmithing area. Yep, she's here. We'll meet, I think it's Hassan, and that's her son. And if you were here last time, Hassan is the one who is owned by the Gloomhound, which is Kitty. Yep, it's every 1 hour in our life is 1 day in their life. So if you're waiting for something, like some things to keep in mind if you're fishing, the things that you can fish up can change based on what time of day it is. There's some things that happen at dawn, some fish that are caught. Just depends on what day or what time of the day it is.
Need something smashed?
So Sifu. Gonna chat with her. She was just thinking of my first forge. She filled up her parents' oven with coal, plaster, and sand. I got the ding thing all the way to 3,000 degrees. After they saw the fire damage, they set me up with a real smithy in the shed.
Come back again soon. So there I was.
Let's see what she would like. She's looking for iron ore. She's running out of
Next
it.
time you slay a
And I
monster,
just happen to have it, so let me give it
just
to her.
got some new blades in stock.
And you can see like right above the ore is a little thumbs up, so that means it's something she would like. So she says that'll make a fine looking piece. Nicely done. Did you make it yourself?
Oh, I'm starved.
And then so you'll see that that'll help me with my friendship level with her. I don't really talk to her very often. Oh, and Hassan, that's her son. So, trying to find, oh. She's one of my lowest. I don't talk to her that often. Oh well, let's keep going. This is sort of like City Hall. In it, you can buy like a new plots for your house if you want to expand your house a little bit more. There's crafting equipment, so you can only have a certain amount. If you'd like to add more, you can buy a crafting license here, so you can have more than 5. Kenyatta is the mayor's daughter, so she's a little bit of a rebel. So usually you'll find her wanting to do anything that her mom says not to do. So she's trying to get away with stuff, usually.
Entertain me.
Let's talk to her. And she's typically bored because she has to work the city hall desk. So tell me something, anything.
Yeah.
She says, things have picked up here now that you humans are out and about. Work is still about as interesting as watching grass grow. Typical teenager.
You're so cool.
Got to ask her what she'd like.
Is Ashley now ruining your life
Hey,
or what?
or whatever, she says. My mother hates it when I eat garlic. She says it makes everything stink.
Good.
So naturally, I'm really craving garlic today.
Hope you
I
don't
don't know if
get
I have any of that
murdered.
with me today. So, okay, let's keep going. I haven't been to the mansion since the new Halloween content came out. Oh, and it looks like I forgot. The mayor has a quest for me. There's a mayor's estate down here. So let's go back in and I'll go upstairs to the mayor's office. Forgot I've been waiting for a quest. I think his quest popped when I got the next friendship level with the Plumehound Tau. Let's go upstairs and talk to the mayor. Forget which office he's in. There he is. There's the office for the mayor.
Did you need
Let's see
anything?
what's happening. And usually he's hungry, so if he wants something, usually he wants some kind of food. Henley says, oh dear, oh fiddle, unfudge stick, Sarah, just the face I wanted to see. Ash, that's his wife, is on the warp path, I tell you. I haven't seen her this upset since my sister called our estate quaint. So now I get to decide what to respond. Depending on what I pick, I don't know if this has any difference with anything, but it'll tell me in my menu options what selection I select more for responses, and so it'll tell me that that's what kind of person I am. So we can say, calm down and tell me the problem. Is there anything we can do? Well, your giant mansion is pretty quaint, or sounds like you need my help. I think they usually say I'm the fire type in the game, and I always ask people how can I help, so I'm gonna say sounds like you need my help. I agree, guys, food is best. So he says that puppy of Hansa has been digging holes in our garden. They're positively everywhere. He's even damaged some of our flower beds. I would fix them up myself, you see, but I misplaced my gardening gloves. So I'm gonna say, and I can't garden without gardening gloves. That would be like cooking without Dari cloves. Cloves. It's simply not done. But oh, that's a good question, Deb. Go to gaming stack. I don't have anything with me right now. I had pizza rolls for lunch. Would that count? So Kelly says that might work. You could fix the flower beds for me. I'm gonna say no more. Says I knew I could rely on you. Just need to collect these materials and then replace the beds. Repair the beds. Come tell me when you're all done. Well, then I've got a very important Nair meeting that I just can't miss. Toodaloo.
These chats of ours always cheer me up.
I forgot to ask him what he wanted, though.
My day was terribly
Other than me
stressful
fixing the beds.
until you arrived.
Have you seen my hat? I think I lost... no, wait. Here it is on my head. So he says, sometimes when I need to get away from Ash, I come to the inn and order dinner. Rest loaded potato soup is one of my favorites. So we'll have to see if we have any potato soup around.
I could get back to work in a bit.
We'll see if Ash, his wife, is wandering around anywhere. Sometimes she's on the balcony. Sometimes she's down the way. But if you can start seeing, it's 5 o'clock, you can start seeing people start heading into the inn and their other ideas or places. Looks like Delilah, if you can see way in the distance, Delilah was in the shop and now she might be heading home for dinner. So let's go back in. Go back downstairs. Up, and Kenyatta must be getting off of work because she's heading out. Let's go back up to the bookstore. That's where you'll see the scientist and lots of other people. And here's Hecla. He's just a little robot, but he has a quest for me. When I was in Bahari Bay, the next zone, I found this while I was mining for ore. So it's a mechanical foot mined out of one of the toughest nodes of Bahari. It looks like it must have belonged to a Gelder. And I'm thinking that's who I'm going to talk to, what I'm going to talk to Hecla about. Oh, there goes Gina. She's walking into the library. We'll talk to her later. And so is Kenyatta.
Are you here for my Gina?
So he says every day he's confronted with the dilemma of what to prepare for Gina's dinner. Perhaps ramen will suffice. He is Gina's robot. So I can tell him I found this mechanical foot. That explains the unusual energy I suddenly detected. May I take a closer look? I'm going to give it to him. The flow pattern was familiar. I was not certain of the owner until I got a closer look. This appendage belongs to an old Gelder friend of mine. Eleanor that I'm asking about is going to be our fishing friend, so I'll go there next after we're done here in the village. No, Eleanor has both of his feet. You recovered one of another Gelder's 2 missing feet. One of the options is guess he didn't put his best foot forward. I don't know what to pick. Do you guys have a idea of what I should pick to talk to Hecla? Any idea what I should tell him? Number 4? Yeah, I think that one's a funny one. I agree. Yes, he didn't put his best foot forward. He's just a robot, though. I do not understand what you mean. Is that what humans call humor? Yeah, you guys both picked the same one. So most Gelders are created out of natural materials such as wood, stone, and clay. What binds us together are the runes of our bodies. When runes take damage, it's not uncommon for us to lose connectivity to our limbs. This may result in them being unusable or simply falling apart. case of my old friend, all of his appendages fell off some point after leaving the family we both served. Aww. Guys, do anyone want to pick what we should say next? Aww, hi Zeus. I know there's a little bit of lag, so I'll give you a little bit of time just to pick, if you have a preference, what to say next. Do you share the same oneness? Sounds good. And you'll hear a little bit more about oneness from the fishing guy. But let me pick. No, we do not. We were merely created to serve the same household. That's how we came to know one another. After disaster struck, I was afraid he had expired. However, that was not the case. Though faint, his energy persisted. As I slept in solitude through the endless sun cycles, his presence never faded away. It's one of the few constants in our ever-changing world. You guys want to pick now, or do you want me to keep picking? Or pick again? So should I say you're never real alone, your presence must have comforted him too, that's deep, or your friendship endured the ages? I picked. Okay, good question. I'm gonna say one for me. Let's do that. And it's supposed to be my fire sign, so. Yes, it felt as if I was, but even in that idle state, I was connected to him and to Eleanor, or Eonor. My Gina often compares the relationship between bonded Gulders to that of twin siblings, constant across time, space, and realms, a link incapable of being broken. Togetherness in separation. I say everyone deserves a connection like that. I agree, that's why the utmost importance for me to ensure my Gina maintains her healthy social connections. I will not keep you any longer. Thank you for finding my friend's missing foot. Unless you're opposed, I would like to keep it close to me so I can more strongly feel his presence. When I'm not busy attending Gina's needs, perhaps I will reflect on memories from times past. Aww. So it looks like I've completed the quest. So now let's just go and talk to him. He had asked me once for buttons, so he says the buttons I brought were acceptable. He would have preferred two that were the same size, but he didn't really specify. Let's see what he's looking for. He wishes he had the time to engage in the act of searching for mollusks amongst the broken shells of their companion. Gina has quite a fondness for oysters.
I must return to my Gina.
So let's go into the library now that everyone's awake before everybody goes back to bed. So this is Caloria. This is the librarian.
Knowledge is for those who seek
She's kind of curt. I don't get too much emotion from her. We chat with her. Word has it that you're learned the Palian virtue of generosity. Good. I see you're on the right path. That's all she said.
Stay out of the
Let me go back in and see if I can give her.
Who seek it.
And now because I went in a second time, she said, shh, quiet. This is a library, not a dance party.
Don't ever be afraid to admit your own.
And this is her sister, Eloisa.
Ooh,
Eloisa's a little
lately.
strange. I guess she's kind of dressed like a someone maybe back in the 70s. And she believes lots of like conspiracy theories kind of things. So she's, I spy with my little eye, a subject of great interest.
The truth is out there.
Oh.
Are you
Let's
the
chat with
real
her.
you, or are you know?
Are you hunting for any cryptids? What I'm saying, of course you are. Looking for anything in particular? Gotta say a rare bug.
Ah.
Rumor has it an ancient beetle from your time emerges in Bahari Forest only when it rains. She says if I see a spotted stink bug, let her know. They're quite useful as an enemy deterrent.
Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they can't see you.
And then let's see, there's Gina.
Still
She's
chasing
the
that
science that
groundbreaking
found me.
discovery.
Fascinating. Oh, sorry, just making some quick observations. Can I help you? You know, this might sound crazy, but sometimes I suspect there's something wrong with the Elder Woods. Like some sort of evil, for like a more scientific lurking word. You know, never mind. I'm starting to sound like Eloisa. She's curious to try a bright shroom. They say ingesting flow can sometimes have interesting side effects. But I'm willing to give it a shot.
Observations.
And look, I have number 2 as a bright shroom. So let me give it
The
to her.
person I was hoping to see. I feel so inspired
She
now.
just repeated the same thing to me. Oh well, it helps increase my friendship. And we already talked to Kenyatta earlier. Let's see, who in the village haven't we talked to yet? I think we talked to almost everyone except Hassan's walking away, so maybe I'll try to catch him. And I can use a little compass on the top of my map to help guide me to the right area, especially if there's a quest. Ooh, before that, I have to talk to Tao. They just recently, maybe a couple weeks ago, they just recently made it so that you could friend Tao. He's a little plume hound. So let's talk to him. He wags his tail as I approach, lifting a dirty paw in greeting. He looks very proud of himself. Oh, probably because the mayor said he ruined his flower beds. I'm gonna say I wish I knew what you were thinking. He says that woof. He's one of my favorite characters. He's so funny. Yeah, I agree. He's very cute. They say that it's more like a mythical kind of. He's real, but he doesn't really belong to anyone. That the plume helm gets to choose who they want to belong to, kind of. So let's go see if I can catch up with his owner, or who he hangs out with, Hassan. If you ever play this on the computer, if you hit the shift key, it helps you go a little faster. As you can see, it's already 9 o'clock at night, so it's starting to get darker. And where we saw butterflies earlier, you'll now see moths that you can catch. So I'm going to talk to him. He's sometimes a little abrupt as well. He's trying to walk away from me. So I'm going to tell him, Tao destroyed the mayor's garden. He dug a few holes. I wouldn't call that destroyed. Still, I'll not have it said my partner runs amok here. These should help repair the damage, so he gave me some ceramic. Being awake at this hour makes it difficult for me to rise at dawn. Please leave. Like I said, he's a little abrupt. And he is the hunter, so when you increase your hunting skills, you'll get more new ideas from him. So his mother values hunting skills and says I should bring her fresh Cernic meat. She'll be pleased. And that's kind of like a little deer you might see running around. Also, if you play... Oh, there's Ash. Let me see if I can reach her before she goes to bed. If you're playing on the computer and if you see someone you want to talk to, if you put the middle mouse, the roller, if you click down on that, it sets a waypoint. And then it adds it to your compass so that it's easier to find. We're walking in. I don't know if she's downstairs or where she is. I bet she's on the balcony. We go upstairs. Hopefully that wasn't too fast. she is.
This better be important.
This has better been important. She reminds me a little of Cruella de Vil. I don't know, that's who it reminds me of. I was shocked to hear there's a rumor going around that I named my daughter after the Duchess. It's utter poppycock, of course. Kenyatta and her cousin Ashlyn both got their names entirely by coincidence. I can't help it if Kenyatti's an old Bahari family name. If you insist on giving me a gift, I'll admit that I'm a bit of a smoked oyster connoisseur. Also, I haven't had any decent ones since my former cook abandoned me.
Mind your manners.
It looks like she wants oysters. Let's see if I can sneak out. There we go. Now let's go talk to the fishing guy, hopefully before he goes to bed. He has a little lake that he sits in outside of town. Anybody have any questions so far? Any somewhere specific that you saw and maybe want me to go back to? This is Eleanor's area, and it looks like he has a quest for me as well. He's the one that Hecla was talking about in that quest we were going through earlier.
Welcome. Ooh.
Here, congratulations. For what, you may ask? Well, gaining access to the fishing guild. You may now purchase more things from me, but these things you purchase will be the extent instead metaphorical. Also non-metaphorical, the medallions you will exchange them for. You will acquire more of these medallions by enhancing your skills or fulfilling weekly fishing challenges. Please peruse at your leisure. I have plenty of time. Looks like I still need to make a fisherman brew. But I have the best fishing pole already. Tuning fork I think has helped track fishing nodes. I may need to end up getting that eventually. Glowworm is the best place to fish with, the best worm to fish with. It'll give you the better fish. And other various things that you can buy from him. The under the sea wallpaper looks pretty cool. I may have to save up for that. But I don't know what room I would put it in yet. So I think that's it with that. Let's talk to him. Is it night? I hadn't noticed. Our nights are rarely dark thanks to our 2 moons.
I anticipate experiencing joy next time.
And you'll find him out here fishing a lot. He was talking about the weekly fishing challenges. If you go to the accomplishments, you can see the different things in yellow. That's my weekly. So that's the ones that I have skills that I have that I have gotten up to level 10 and gives me the ability for these weekly quests. One of the things that I have to do is to catch an elite fish. So let's go ahead, since there's a little bubbles here, that means it'll be a star quality fish. I'm not using any lure, but that's okay. We're gonna wait for it to bobble a couple times. There we go. And then I can click down and bring it in. And I got a gillyfish. And that, I need only one more star quality fish. And I can use X to put away my fishing pole. Let me look if there's anything else in here. Oh, I forgot to talk to Shane, but we can meet up with him later. For now, let's go to the next zone. For those of you who weren't here last time, you'll see this is one of my favorite zones because it's so pretty. The next zone is more of an autumn feel, and that was even before the new update or Halloween stuff. Up and you can see in the far distance, Eleanor is on his way to home for bed. Here's his little cave. This is where I've been really spending a lot of my time. You can get the higher level nodes, not nodes, but the higher types of nodes out here. The higher types of trees out here are more than the other zone we just went in. There's different bugs and different fish and lots of differences. So you can tell how pretty all the fall leaves are. It's getting dark again though, so back to nighttime. Sorry guys, I just remembered something. Let's go back and check out the black market. Forgot it's nighttime, so we can check that out. In the black market, Zeke, the shop owner, sells lots of different things. One of the things that he sells though are more like bathroom stuff. So I've heard rumors of the game. I wonder if having bathrooms are illegal in Palia, so he has to sell everything in the black market. I don't know if that's true, just rumors I've heard online. So let's go back into town and look. I go back to Zeke's shop. Oh, Tao is still there. The little deer-like creature is that Cernic, I think it's called, that you can hunt. The little fox-like creatures are choppas that you can hunt as well. Let me go this way. Gotta find her. No, not that I know. I haven't seen any kind of police. Oh, I pass. Nope. Sorry. Okay, here he is. It's all a very peaceful town, so I guess that's why they really don't have need for police. But I think they talk about some kind of council or something that controls what they can and can't do. So here's Zeke's shop, and if you go through these doors into his little storeroom, through this little area, and then pull this out of the ordinary book, you can get to the black market. In the latest update, they had a jump puzzle. I don't know, for people who have played other games before, there's this like tower. We can jump into it a little bit, but haven't done very good at it, so you'll see me falling quite often. But it's neat because it's filled with lots of different furniture that you can jump around in. They say that if you get to certain levels that you can get like more of those lucky coins. So here is the black market. This is a place, these are some of the things that you can get from the little lucky box. Hope to get some of them soon. They're so cute. Other things, so you can buy a bathtub, different type of bathtub. There's the black market store, different things, wallpaper and different things that you can purchase from here. There's this arcade. Heavy duty metal choppa. I forget. There it is. Oh, I forgot to jump though. And this is where Wrath spends most of his nights. They just recently changed this because it was a little bit more drab, and now it's a little bit more professional. I'll show you the jumping puzzle they added, but I don't expect to go very far in it. There are lots of little loading puzzles in between. So this was just added on like Thursday? Yeah, I think Thursday was the first day. And it's timed. This first step always gets me. I like all the different furniture though. Oh, I almost fell on that one. Oh, I almost fell. Hey, mate. Oh. Oh, that's it. And I hear it doesn't have any checkpoints. So you have to get all the way up to the top before you can get anything for it. So that's a little black market. They've really changed it a lot since the beginning when I first started playing the game. It was just a little drab storeroom back then. And somewhere if you go in one of these little sewers, you can get to the other end of the map. Oh, it looks like this is behind Wrath. There we go. This will get you out on the other side of the map, closer to the farmer family. Just to give you an idea, in order to find the black market, you first have to complete a quest so that you can get trust. So you're trusted in order to find this area. So here's where you can find it. Looks like the butterflies are starting to come back out. If you want to see the map, we're way down here in the Remembrance Garden. So this is where we entered, somewhere here. Here is where we entered it. And then if you come out the sewers, it comes way out here. So sometimes I use it as a way just to get back quickly. You can, probably just a bush-tailed dragonfly, but I lost him. Once every 30 minutes, you can use the map option to return home. So just for fun, I'll try that. So now that gets me back to my little home. And another lucky coin. We won't have to go over that. Just mark it as red. For those who weren't here last time, you can open up the shipping bin and sell off anything that you don't think you'll need. You only have a limited amount of inventory, so especially those things that are a higher price, I tend to sell. I had hit a white deer, which is a Cernic, so I got these antlers. I think I'll sell that for 150. I definitely could use it. Looks like I got some macaroon. I'll keep that for focus. Butter I'll keep. Stone I can keep, an iron. Oh yeah, we talked about the chandelier. Let's go and put that in my house. Tail. Choppa fur. calico koi. Different things I've collected through my adventures here. For those who weren't here last time, here's my little bedroom. All the little plush I collected in different events, and the bugs and the fish are ones that I fished up myself. So let's see, where's a good place for the chandelier? Looks like I already have one over the table, but maybe I'll put one over here. Over the different cooking items. This is like a prep station. Wait a minute. This is a mixing station, a prep station, the stove, and the oven. And then this is just for decoration. Okay. I'm working on my garden. I didn't show gardening last time, but here's all my different plots. I'm trying to wait to save up the 3,000 gold so I can get the final soil plot. But for now, since I never showed this last time, let's plant those cotton seeds that we found. Or not found, we bought. Oh, it looks like while I was clearing this land, I found an item. Let's see what it is. Once I clear the whole plot, it will give it to me. I got some silver ore. So for now, let's just plant the cotton. I need to water it. Oh, wrong thing. Here. I can also fertilize it to either make it faster or maybe a star quality, or even fertilizer in order to help it stay moist. But for now, we can go on to Bahari Bay like I was heading to earlier. Any other questions? Anything you saw that you'd like to see again or see more of? Trying to remember which way it is. I think it's here. There's only a couple people in this zone. The deer were right by the entrance. So here's a little town in this zone. The way Zeke makes it, it seems like it's a lot bigger area, but there's not as many people in it. Looks like here's one of the houses. Now Jeremy is probably still asleep. And Hodar, I haven't gotten his key yet. If you do play, sometimes you can go and look in different places in people's houses, because then you can sometimes pick up recipes. I'm gonna open the map to look at where Hadari is. People have been really wanting to have a romance quest with him. For a while he wasn't romanceable. Let's go and talk to him. I'm nowhere near that level though. but you'll probably see lots more people talking to him.
Yeah?
Honestly, didn't think you'd make it this far. Figured you'd drop the pick and run for softer pastures by now. Because he's the one that gives me quests and skills for mining. He says, proud to say you've proven me wrong. You've become a fine miner. Think you're ready for the last recipe in my stock. I haven't bought a repair station yet. Ooh, exquisite pick. I definitely need to save up for that. And then I can start earning the skill medals for other things that he can sell. For now, let's just chat with him. I think he pulled something in the mines earlier. Gonna be a long day. And he wants some copper. He's working on it. Dev, no, not really. You can tell like sometimes like the relationship between the daughter and her mom, Ash, but so you can tell like certain people might not be the very best of friends, but no, not really any kind of enemies.
All right.
One thing I like about Hodari, the developer said they had to really think about making him a romanceable character. And one of the things, one of the things that you really have to do in order to romance him is you also have to be friends with his daughter, because he's a single dad and he wants you to be friends with his daughter before you can romance him. Yeah, definitely really chill. They call it a cozy MMO. There's no fighting, it's really a social game. So you'll see people working together to chop down trees. And the nice thing is the loot all stays. Whoever chops it, as long as you hit it once, you still get the loot. So it encourages you to help work together. Also, as you get into it, I have not done this yet, but there's something called cake parties. So if you've gotten up higher in your recipes and cooking, you can all work together to make cakes, and that can either sell for gold, or you can have, I have a compost machine which makes the worms that I fish with. So yeah, that'll be nice. I don't know if it'll be free or how that'll work, because right now this is a free game on the PC, but I don't know what it's going to be when it's in a Switch. That'll be fun. I hope you'll be able to play it. Forget who I was looking for. Looks like his daughter's still asleep, so let's go look at the last person. Tamala's still asleep, but I'm assuming by the time we get there, she'll be awake. Just going through the zone. You can see all the different butterflies. I've been trying to catch a rainbow tip butterfly, but I haven't really seen one lately. Some of the bugs and fish are rare, so that they can give you more gold if you sell them. And if the fish or actually if the bugs are sparkling, then that means they're gold level, and then you can display them. I also recently found out if you make gold or star leveled food, you could actually place it like on the table or something. In this game, food is for focus. If you see my top left bar, you'll see my focus level. That helps me gain experience and helps me increase my skill in certain levels. You might be able to see a little bit through my screen. People are talking about flow trees. Those are purple-like trees that are more advanced and are needed in some of the more advanced recipes. In this game, a lot of people do like farming, so they'll cut down all the trees in one little area in order to prompt or help encourage. Try to see what that is. I don't think I've caught him before. They have little smoke bombs. Oh, he ran away. Shucks. I don't know what that was. I don't think I caught it. There is achievements for you to catch all the types of bugs and fish and things in the game. The nice thing is you also don't die. You can't walk through deep water, but it just respawns you right away. You don't lose anything. You just are in the same exact spot. Maybe a step away, but that's about it. This is Tamala's house. I think she's inside. There she is.
Watch your step.
I haven't been out here to talk to her very
are not the
often.
safest.
But a pleasant survive. She rarely has anything in the morning aside from a little spice sprout tea. This sort of figure doesn't maintain itself. She's looking for some emerald carpet moss. She uses it in her binding agent in many of her concoctions.
Get home safe, won't you?
So you can see she's got a big cauldron. I like the details that they put into everyone's houses. The NPC's house. Her little kitchen. Once you get friends with her, you can actually open up her room. They may have, excuse me, they may have you get something out of it or bring something to it, etc. I think the last thing is, looks like Najuma is still asleep, but hopefully by the time we get back to her, she'll be awake again. Nope, I didn't make it. And the same, there's certain areas that you could find certain bugs, etc. There's a different snail that's coming towards me. And some of the bugs you can only see in different times of the day. And the game developers, when I was watching at the very beginning, said that you can avoid certain skills if you want to, but I think it'll cost. Yeah, you can hunt. Probably should have showed you. Let's see if I can find that deer that just went by. Cernuck, I think it's called. And the fishing will give you fish. Oh, there he goes. The developers also said that they wanted you to have the experience the chase in the game. So usually these little deer, they don't die after one time. Ooh, what did I use? It looks like I ran out of my regular arrows. I won't be able to hunt too much. Let's see where he went. I don't see him. I think I'm gonna let go because the dispel arrows I got as a quest reward, and they're good for hunting the magic Cernuck and Choppa. And the Choppa is a little fox squirrel-like beast. In the lore, they said the mayor thought it would be a good idea to bring all these Choppa to town, but you could tell the hunter, he says that you could hunt them because they're an invasive species. Yeah, for some reason I'm having trouble to see what you said. I have a little heart in the way. My little... So I'll have to see if somebody else said something I could see. I'm getting lost, myself lost. I agree. It was a good idea to save them. Well, the hunter doesn't think so. The hunter thinks save the arrows. Yes, you're right. Thank you. I'm getting myself lost where I am. Aha, I'm over here. Can't remember if this goes through. As with other games, sometimes I get myself really turned around in these games. Trying to remember what things look like, but it doesn't always work. Some of the water that you can walk through isn't fishable, but over here I think I should be able to fish. Oh, I walked too far into the water, so that's what happened when you die. And now it looks like for a minute, it looked like I had skates on. So we're waiting for the fish to bite. The goal is to try to keep it within the parentheses. I got a silvery minnow, and then I can go home and either sell it for money or cook with it. I agree, though, it's so beautiful. That's why I just enjoy this. It really helps calm me when I've had a tough day. I'll try to find one of the areas has a water spout. Yeah, that's what I do. It's such... I kind of lose myself in here. And you get like caught up in the storyline and forget about what's happening in your own life. I think I'm turning myself around. Sorry guys, I don't know why I keep getting turned around. I think it's something like my grandfather used to take. I think my grandfather took my dad when he was growing up on a tour of the Washington Monument, and then they just kept going around and around and around in a circle. So that kind of reminds me, that's kind of what I'm doing, trying to find my way out, but all I'm doing is going around in the circle. Oh, it looks like I found a way. On the right track, I believe, yes. Those are the stink bugs. If you're here earlier, Eloise wanted a stink bug. So now we have a spotted stink bug if we get back to Eloise today. Like you can mine, and that you can use in some of the furniture that you create. Oh, there's that magical spear that you have to use the arrows that I almost used up. They're all chasing and running away from me. Oh, there he goes again. Oh, it looks like somebody's hunting him. Hopefully I didn't make it too difficult to make him run away. You can also pick different things. So sweet leaf is made in certain recipes, so I'll pick it since I'm walking by. You can see that it's kind of translucent. That means for a short time it'll be able to be picked by someone else. So if I was in a party, or just if somebody was following me, they could pick it up right alongside me. So it really makes it a social game that you're not, like some of the games I've played, you've had to like fight over stuff and people steal things from you, and this is not like that at all. Just making sure I'm still going the right way. There's also, I don't use this very often, but there's also these fast travel, but it costs gold. Just an easy way to get wherever you need to go. I think that's what they said, that even if you're playing on the Switch, you should be able to play with people that are playing on the computer. So I think it will be. I think they already set it up that way. More of the little Cernic. Getting close. I think I went a roundabout, but I'm getting there. Thanks, Dev. I agree. It is such a pretty place. Amazing. Those are the little fox-like creatures you can hunt. One of the first events they had was a marketplace, kind of like a little fair, and in there they had Choppa Hunt. So there, like once an hour in the game, there was, actually no, it was once a real hour. There was a bunch, like they would let out go a whole bunch of those little Choppa guys, and you run around crazy trying to pick them up, and then you get like tokens for the amount of ones that like you pick up and bring back to a pin. So here is Najarma. That is the daughter of Hodari. You can see she's kind of she tends to make her own things. She'll be working on experiments with different mechanical things. She likes all the stuff from the human era in the mines. She even found an old Galder head. She's been looking for the body ever since. I wonder if that's the same one that we found the foot for. She said she'd love to get that thing up and running again.
Bye.
Let's see what she'd like.
What?
She can work. She could use some flint, and I think I'll have to check if I have any.
Later, I guess.
Nope, doesn't look like I do right now. But the next time I'm out, I can give it to her. That's about all. I was gonna introduce you to everybody, and I think we met that. You're welcome to stick around with me for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll go and organize my house into that new room that I just created. So that was most of the content that I prepared, but you're welcome to hang out and chat with me. Oh, and Silver wanted me to remind you that he's working on his next video and should have that up in the next day or two. So he's working on, I think, lighting to trains in his Satisfactory game that he's working on. Oh. Anybody else have any other questions? Anything you want me to show you? Anything you'd like to see? Are you gonna keep your eye on the game? Here's the little pathway to my house. Is there anything special you'd like to see for next time? Still trying to decide what to show. Not that I know of. I think they wanted to keep it a cozy non-fighting, but I think I heard they might. I don't know for sure. I'm trying to remember. I will definitely tell Silver that. How the cooking works? Do you want me to do that now or wait till the next time? Back to regarding fighting, I thought I remember something that they might have other like instances or things that may be different, but I don't remember exactly what I don't remember too much about that part. No, sure. Let's see what I have. For those of you who aren't here at the beginning, here's my little house. There's several different recipes, so you can bake. That fighting would make it perfect. Yeah, everyone has their own idea. But yeah, that would be add another flair to it. So let's see, what should I make? Maybe I'll make an apple pie. So in here you need mixing stations, prep station, and the oven. And we needed wheat, the sweet leaves that we picked earlier, some apples that I grew earlier, and spice sprouts that I picked a while ago. And in this you can have other people doing different portions, but I've always just done it myself. So I'm going to make it, and you do have a specific time. So I'm going to ground up the sweet leaf. So I'm just going to hold down the mouse until I can mix up all the sweet leaf. It's too close to the... Now I'm going to ground the sweet leaf. Oh, it looks like the first thing I was making was the apple pie filling. I wonder if they're having issues, because I thought we already did that. Ah! Meatballs. I don't know if there is meatballs. Let's chop up some apples. It's kind of neat. You can actually see the apple. But it's a time thing, so I have to hit it at the right time. And now I just got something else. And I like it because you can see the spice sprouts that I picked up. This one's a little faster chop. Getting too close to the preserve area. And I'm going to make the dough. And it's just going to go back and forth. Oh, I missed. See if I can make the apple filling. I don't know why it's not. Okay, now it's ready to craft. I like apple flavored things as well. Okay, so then, oh, I'm about ready. Let me add it, see if I can make it quick. And it somehow was a star level. I don't know how it got star level since I was almost done. And because it's star level, you can see my blueberry pie, but I can also place let me find a better cloth. There we go. Now we have a blueberry pie and an apple pie. And you can see the little steam rising. They're kind of both like I just made them. Or if you want to, you can eat them. And it gives you 487 focus points. And Dahlia, it's a Dahlia family recipe. That's one of the farmer ladies. Specially created to beat those snobs in harvest meadows. So while I'm here, if I wanted to, I could bring it to my little compost. And you can put in, let's say it'll take a while, but it'll make worms and fertilizer out of eating the certain food items that I can give it. And the worms are then what I take to fish with. The only thing I don't like about the cooking is that you have to have multiple items. You have to have only one oven, but you have to have 2 stoves, 2 prep stations, and 2 mixing stations. Yeah, you have to prep everything before you bake it. So let's make it, hopefully this isn't too large of a room, but let's make this into our kitchen. figure out how I want to lay it. I bought a big room. Probably could have done a small room. We want to make it also something so that I can easily get around to, so it can't be across the room, because you have to have it done in a certain amount of time. Just moving everything. You use the roller on your mouse, you can move it. Here's the prep stations. This preserver thing, you can craft different preserves. Sometimes in the blueberry pie, you need to use blueberry jam, and in order to do that, you need to make the jam first. Maybe I'll take my whole table, make a kitchen dining room, something like that. Then now I have to figure out what to do in this area. Maybe that's for another day. That's pretty much that. I can show you different. I don't know if there's anything meatball related, but let me see what we have. Oh, we can make some loaded potato soup because I think the mayor wanted the loaded potato soup. So this one's going to need the onions, or the oven, I mean, because it's going to need to make some bacon. And I'm going to need to prep stuff. So let's make it. Prep things. I like that the item that you're prepping can actually be seen. Some of the garlic. Oops. Going too fast. This one's a little slower chop. And that deer meat that we saw running around. Here's some deer meat to add to it. Oh. Oh, and I almost forgot to stir. I agree, Dev. And I'm gonna add some of the ingredients. Let me go. I forgot to make bacon. Just have to wait for the oven to finish with the bacon. You can kind of see little pieces of meat inside the oven. It was starting to smoke because it was done. I have to stir it one more time. There we go. And now if we want to, we could even take it back to the mayor. Do you want to see any other type of recipes? Still have to really... Oh! I'll have to get out some of my things that were on the wall. When my new building created, it moved some of the things off the wall. And puppies are starting to get restless. Sorry, guys. Trying to find one of the pups. Maybe since we're here, I'll go take the soup to Kennelly, the mayor. Actually, while we're here, let me get some of the other items that they were asking for. So Astra didn't tell me. I don't think I have one of those right now. I usually sell them. They make a lot of money. He wanted a potato. Delilah wanted a cankerous koi. Ooh, we do have the spotted stink bug for Eloisa. Ash wants some grilled oysters. Thanks. Thanks, Fear. Before, when I first started cooking, they gave you this campfire. So I can take oysters and grill it for Ash. For those who weren't here yesterday, here's the or last week I should say, here's all the different things that you can create in the work table. In the new update, they made it so that you can pick out which has not ever been crafted, because if you create a furniture for the first time, it may give you a recipe from the next in the set. So I haven't made a home style dining chair, industrial bed, etc. I need to make the industrial bed for a quest, but I still need to get cotton that we just planted so that I can make the fabric sheet. I can make a little candle right now, and it's not one that I can have crafted before. And then we can take that right away and put it, maybe I'll put it right here. Where did it go? There it goes. Now you can see the little candle that I just finished creating is now burning. Trying to think of some of the things that Tish wanted. A softwood plank, so it looks like we already have some. You can select what you want by using these buttons up here. So I'm selecting only one sapwood plank to share with her. Trying to think of what else. Let's look back at to see what else people wanted. Hecla just wanted oyster meat. The nice thing about the storage is that the furniture, while you can't destroy it yet or you can't sell it off, you can at least put it in your storage without any, without filling it up. You can have unlimited furniture in the storage area. Trying to find the oyster. Where did it go? I wonder if I used it the last one grilling. I do need a shell. I think Tish, no, not Tish. Somebody wanted a shell. Somebody else wanted flint, etc. So we can go back. Oh, it looks like I just realized the quest on the side. I just need 5 sun-dropped lilies in order to help rebuild the flower beds that Tao dug up. So let's see if I have any. If not, we can collect it along the way. Yes, I do. The only bad thing is it's getting dark again, so we'll see if anyone's around. trying to get back into town, trying to make sure that the mayor's awake so I can give him his potato soup that we just made. Let me see where he is. Sometimes he hangs out in the inn. Yeah, yeah, he's in the inn, so we can give it to him there. That's the one with a little keg, giant keg on the side. It's more of a social game, so you can play with others. They try to encourage that because when we were in that other zone, you'll see people calling out flow trees. That's more of a magical type of tree. And sometimes it depends on what type of axe that you have. Sometimes you need multiple people to help you with that. Also, they have people doing cake parties. I haven't started that yet, but you know how you watched me do all the different tasks? Well, in cake parties, everyone takes their own task. So one person might be mixing, one person's, I guess, at the oven, one person's chopping. Let me talk to Shane since we haven't seen him yet.
Beautiful day so far.
He's more of like a priest kind of person. Stars are just important for farmers as they are for sages. So I guess he's a sage because they hold knowledge for all the season. Sometimes farmers will take a subset of stars from the constellation we sages study and give it a name more relevant to the task at hand. Although most of us interpret that formation as the tail of the dragon constellation, farmers call it the plow. It apparently signals it's time to turn the earth for new planting. To make a strong healing drought, one must first possess the Sundrop Lily. I'm not going to give him the one I have because that's for the quest, but I can come back to it later.
Be careful out there.
So here's the mayor that we made the soup from
Wonderful to
before.
see you again.
It's exactly what he needed to keep himself going. Maybe now he'll be able to finish that form Ash, his wife, asked me about last week.
Oh, you're ready to leave?
I really like the relationships between all the different NPCs. Because like one might tell you something, and then if it's maybe like their brother, then when you talk to the sister, they'll tell you about that as well. Oh, one of the things I forgot to share earlier was the new Halloween autumn area. Because it's still in beta, I don't think they did too much for autumn. Trying to remember where it is. Behind the tailor shop. It's up here. Nope, over here. For me though, mostly I just play on my own. But sometimes if I need some help, or if I see like a flow tree, I might call it out and other people will come. Other things like I had mentioned, people farm, so they purposely cut down other trees so that they can hopefully get the flow trees to go. So sometimes people have like the flow party, so they're chopping like crazy and then calling out every time the magical trees come. So here's a little new area they just added, and it's kind of expensive, but you can buy candles and pumpkins and even wallpaper. So it's just something new they added for the autumn season. Let's see if the library's still, people are still in the library, because I forgot we had the spotted stink bugs for Eloisa. Yeah, it's nice to have the option as well. And you can party up with people and do quests with them, so it makes it kind of fun. There's also something called communities where people get together, but I'm in one, but it's not very active.
I was hoping you could help me solve a mystery.
Unfortunately, guys, I think the game's having an issue because my mouse stopped working again. See if I... Nope, I'm not going to be able to do... So if you want to stick with me as I'm trying to bring it back, or if you want to just call it a day. Looks like I'm going to have to restart it again. I don't know why it's doing that this time.
Just because you can't see them doesn't...
See. Ooh. Let's see if it came back without having to go. Ooh, it came back.
Beautiful
Yay.
illusion, you.
Okay, let's give her the spotted stink bug before it has problems again. We've stumbled upon a new conspiracy. She must examine this finding in further detail. There has to be some reason why it was here.
Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they can't see you.
Forget what Gina wanted if we know what she wants. Since Gina's right here. Oh, we already gave her the bright shroom. I forgot. The mushroom. Who else? Oh, I forgot to get garlic. I'll have to get that later. I know Ash, we got grilled oysters. Let's see if we can find Ash around. Sometimes it feels a little bit like delivery, like you ask them what they want and then you come back. Ooh, and since I have a little yellow flag, that means I have another quest. Let's first get Ash since we're right here. She's probably out on the balcony again. There she is.
A magistrate's work is never done.
She wanted grilled oysters.
Oh.
Not quite as good as the ones my former cook used to make. They're a bit chewy. But beggars can't be choosy.
For a public servant, the work is never truly done.
Curious. Ooh, I have to... Oh, probably because I finished bringing all of the information or all of the materials needed for the flower bed. So let's go into the mayor's little area. I haven't investigated that one since the new update. I wonder if they have any pumpkins in that area. Here it is. I think there's a little governor's mansion for the mayor and his family. Looks like a lot of dirt is around, so I have to repair it one by one. From all of the dirt that the cow dug up. Oh. Kennelly's asleep, but I'll still... Oh no, I can't bug him. For some reason, I haven't figured it out. Maybe when I get higher, because his bedroom is up here, but I haven't figured out how to get over there. So maybe once I get his level higher, I'll have a chance to figure out how to get up there. But for now, I'll have to wait till he wakes up again. Let's see. Not sure what the best thing to do. Do we have any more things? Oh, I think everyone's asleep though, because I could give Tish her sapwood. Mostly people are asleep right now. Well, I think I'm gonna see, does anyone have any more questions or anything else you'd like to see? For an hour. Well, then I think I'm... Oh. Ah, thanks. I think we've already kind of seen this area though, so... Same here. Oh, you guys just want to watch me continue playing? Go back home. I probably should make more arrows before I forget about them. Sifu's house is up here, near my house. Not by choice, it's just how the game put her. That's Sifu's house out there. The loading screen does take a little bit of time. I like also that you can pretty much right now the game is only the 2 zones we've been in today. So the Bahari Bay and the village that we were just in, I just lost the name of it, and then your little house area. But here's my little house. I can buy all of these plots. And then like I just purchased the plot for this area and cleared it so that I could create my new room for the kitchen. If you clear these in your house, they don't come back, or the house, your plot. So I'm really careful. Also, as you cut down trees in different areas, you can get seeds, so then you can plant in your house. So that's how I got all of these. In the past, people stacked up all of their different treasure chests that they found. And right now they are limiting it to how far up. But I've seen people say that there's a different area even through the wall of this little housing plot. I don't know if it's back here. I haven't really paid attention, but they've like gotten up in the air and you can see lots of different things. Some people are also hoping that there's a shortcut path between here and that autumn zone, Bahari Bay. Because sometimes it's hard. You fill up your bags and come back and just keep going. You can climb the wall, but it won't let you go too far. That's about it. Yeah, I think so. And it's still an open beta, so it still has so much more that it can offer. What I didn't know, you can go here to visit other plots. So if you have other friends, it would show up and then you can go to visit their house. And same with party members. I don't know. I don't think they've said when the full release is. There's still there's a whole Discord server, so every couple weeks they're fixing errors and collecting what's still having issues and trying to add some new things. Some people who play it all the time have gotten to the end and it's kind of boring for them. But somebody like me who just plays it very casual, only on certain days, I still have so much more I can discover. I haven't even gotten to any of the romances with them. Come over and see. Oh, it looks like my cotton needs more water. And I can also fill it up from the pond. So now my water can is full. I think, well, I guess I can show you the different maps of the different zone if you're curious. Yeah, at least for now. I guess if you're in it all the time, you'll run out of things. But for a very casual player, it can take you a while to do, at least for me. Okay, so here's the village that we talked about. So this is the map. The mayor's house that we were in. Hecla spends a lot of her time, or his time, over here. Where I was discovered was in Phoenix Falls. There's also ruins here. And there's another place here that I can turn in different items for bundles, but they're kind of rare items, so they're hard to find. And each of the, like this would be considered, where is it? This would be considered like an ocean. This is more of a pond, so different fish will spawn, whether you're fishing in the ocean or a pond or rivers, etc. And if we go back to Bahari Bay, I can show you that map as well. It's also nice if you get referrals, you can get other things. I think I can get more plushes. And the last one I think is a choppa glider. So it'll just be like one of the cute little choppas on the, just a picture, not an actual choppa on the glider. You know what, since we're here, let's go visit the Dragon Shrine. We're close by. Something else to see that I haven't showed you yet. When you're talking to the different villagers, you'll get something called Renown, which is this up here, and that's to be used for leveling up and developing the relationships with the villagers. Once you get 100, you can spend the Renown. The place where I was found, if you give it to that dragon, it increases the percentage. So I think as you're doing things, it will count or help level you up more. Or you can give it to this dragon. So like right now, I can only have 625 focus. You can see that I'm pretty low. So let's eat my apple pie. And now I'm almost full. So let's commune with the dragon, and now it increases my maximum focus, so I can, I guess, eat more things or keep it full longer. That was just a quick stop on the way to Bahari. Okay, so then here's the map of Bahari Bay that we were in earlier. It's a pretty big zone, all the way out to Tamala, like we went to visit earlier. And then there's a bunch of different ocean areas here. There's even a lighthouse. But maybe I'll find one of the water spouts because they're fun. Oops, wrong thing. Let me show you the lighthouse and then I think a water spout somewhere close by. First time I went into these little water spouts, it was so relieving, or just a fun feeling. Yeah, this one's a pretty big map. There's lots of stuff to do in different areas and regions of things. But it's kind of far away from your house, so I do hope that they do some quick, easy path that you don't have to use gold for. Sorry, I like the lighthouse. It's so pretty, and you can get up high too as well. Sometimes you'll see lots of flow parties around the lighthouse. Oh, I should have gone up higher. Trying to get up to the next level. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there's a kind of bit of a TP because of that station or that place where you can do the horse with the horses, but it's a little costly. So here's the different inside the lighthouse. Kind of explore. There's throughout the places there's different letters or maps. There's even treasure chests. Ooh, very cool, Dev. Are you rooting for them this time? I love just flying. Such a relaxing feeling. Like floating on air. And then you can always, I think I've already gotten the treasure chest, but flying off the lighthouse tower gives you access to farther out. I think at one point there was a chest out here. Should be able to climb. I don't know what's wrong. Now I fell. Hold on. Okay, picked up a pup. I don't know why this is not letting me climb up there. Let's see if it'll... Sorry, guys. Looks like I can get it this way. Perfect. They've recently added something so that you can only or that you have the option. Yeah, I was. It's very stuck. But they recently added the option to talk to people just nearby. Because in the past, when you were at your house, sometimes you could see people talking, even personal stuff from cake parties. I mean, they were all friends getting together. But you could see what they were saying. So it kind of worked out that they made a nearby option. They also said that you could use that for when you're like doing the flow parties. Trying to remember where the little water spout. One of my favorites. I think I showed that last time though. Might be in, oh, there's one. So it's just a normal thing of water. Uh-oh, it's bubbling. Whee! I don't know why I like that so much. Such a releasing feeling. Stable, so that's what I was trying to think of earlier. Yeah, it is very fun. There's one of those sundrop lilies that somebody wanted. I forget now. Oh, I'm glad that I made you smile. That's what this game is good for. I mean, sometimes it's a little boring. Like, I saved up all those quests to show you guys, but then most of the time I'm just sitting here either getting iron or the wood. Sometimes though, like the millipede, I'm sorry, that Ani wants will come out of these things. And the iron can be used to make furniture. Oh, there's that thing that Ani wanted. The millipede. Hit him a couple times till it lets me loot him. There we go. But the only thing, I would hate to give it to him because, let's see where he is. It's 180 gold. So it'll be hard to, I could probably just give him a butterfly. He might enjoy a butterfly. Or a grasshopper. So much that you have to use money to pay for in this game. Not real money, just game money. That it's good to sometimes save up so that you can buy a new recipe or... And you can fish anywhere, but if you fish in those bubbles, it'll give you a starfish or a star level fish. And then if I change my lure to a different type of lure, it'll give me a different type of fish as well. So I got my fishing weekly quest done. I caught 10 of the star quality fish. And Hassan and Tower in here, just watching the water. Let's see. The little cave here that sometimes I look for platinum mine ore. Sometimes when I'm bored, I might just hang out in here. But it looks like somebody already grabbed everything. But it'll come back. Sometimes, like if I'm getting ready for work, I'll just hang out here. Oh, not that. Nope, that's not one I can do. I can just hang out and wait for it to come back. I agree that it is a great place, and you can always find something new to see and watch and try to attain. Back to these, if you look, you can also kind of work on these. Let's see. Trying to see if I can find. So here's like the Kilama and Bahari bug collector. So anything in dark I have not gotten yet. So I still need quite a few. I've gotten some of the other ones, but so I'm always looking for things that I haven't, like fish that I haven't fished up before and bugs that I haven't seen before. All of that. Or like if I'm working on a certain item, I might have to look up wood or ore, etc. Or there's, like I said, there's also treasure chests that you can sometimes find. I think I still have more that I need to find in this zone. Oops, looking a little slow. But after a while, sometimes it does get grinding because you just go and keep chopping the same wood so that you can get what you want, pretty much. I usually have a path, so I'm using myself which way the path is. I'm also on the hunt for a rainbow-tipped butterfly. I still haven't found one. There's the area that I usually do. They say it's suggested to farm in one little area so then you can have better results on seeing whether or not the flow trees will spawn. Just one of the caves. Oh. No, I don't want to go that way. So even in this cave, you can get a different type of fish than you can get from That's true. Very true, Fear. That's waiting for one little thing and you have to wait a long time and do a bunch of stuff in order to farm for it. And you can't see it, sometimes it'll be the yellow. Albino eel. Yeah, I would think so too. Ooh, and here's that platinum that I was talking about. Kind of looking around, seeing if anyone's around me. Sometimes people call them out, but for today I think I'm just gonna grab it. Platinum seems to spawn more than flow wood. That's a different place. I don't like walking around looking like an axe murderer, so sometimes I have to put away my pick or axe or... Oh, I didn't get a plan. Well, I didn't. Nope. Nope, I have to wait. There it goes again. Yay! I think that's about it for today. Anybody else have any other questions or anything? It's almost time for my pups to get fed in like 20 minutes, so they're gonna start getting restless soon. And I don't know where Kiki went. Oh, never mind. Hold on. I had to pick up Gracie in a hurry because Kiki was running in. And now you'll probably hear barking. Yep, almost reset. Don't forget, for those of you who play Rock with me, don't forget to go back home, because Lost Kingdom ends at reset. Okay. Well, I guess I will let you guys go. Have a rest of nice day. Uh-oh. Okay, will do. Shucks. Okay. Well, have a nice rest of your day, and if you play rock with me, I'll see you there. Have a great day. Thank you guys all for supporting me and coming in to watch this wonderful world of Palia. And thank you for all your support. Don't forget to check out the channel, especially to see what Silver has in store. Okay. Talk to everyone later. Bye.